court will complete the final hearing and your mother, Dr. Asha Goel, will get justice and her mother, Sunil Jahandawar? What do you think?
Now, all we can do is hope and pray that the process will move forward in an expeditious way. Today was really remarkable in the sense of India, the world's largest democracy, has a functioning legal system. But there's no question that it's overburdened. There's no question that the judges in the system have to deal with extraordinary delay as a function of giving everybody a voice.
In 2017, Narendra Goel was discharged. How big was the setback for you?
Well, it's taken us 2 years to get here. So it was a substantial setback, a further 2 years. And on review, that judge who made that decision, it was clearly found that there was substantive error in law. So this happens over and over again.
A senior investigative officer of the then Mumbai Crime Branch said in the charge sheet filed in the court that investigation in this case clearly points towards the existence of a criminal conspiracy which was essentially hatched by none other than the deceased's own brothers. How painful is it for a son to see justice delayed even after such evidence in the court of law?
Look, I was raised that the Indian family values, the Indian system was the best on the planet. If some long-lost cousin showed up at your door, you've never met them, you would invite them in, they could sleep in your house, you'd give them your own bed, and you would never say, when are you leaving? We took care of family. We have 2 ceremonies every year to honor the relationship between sister and brother. Has this broken the family? Absolutely. It's destroyed our family. And I still don't, it's hard for me to believe. My father would rather have believed aliens came from space than to believe that a brother would kill a sister.
India and Canada's relations have been friendly. A huge chunk of India is residing there. Many Indian origin persons are lawmakers there. Still, your family did not get any help from the government of Canada till date. What do you think is the reason behind this discrimination and ignorance by the Canadian government?
It's unfortunate that Canada is not playing an active role at this time. They certainly did play an active role early in the case, but they have said it's an Indian matter, despite the fact that my mom spent almost twice as many years in Canada as she did in India. She was Canadian through and through and contributed to the Canadian culture and success. So are we disappointed that Canada is not playing a more active role at the moment? Yes, but I hope they will step up their efforts and help us at this time.
Even today, there are a number of criminal cases in India in which India lies empty-handed in extraditing the accused or culprits. Do you think that if the main accused in this case, Subhash Agarwal, is found guilty by the court, then the Canadian government will help to bring him back to India and he is going to face the wrath of justice in court?
Well, we've seen, as it relates to India and Canada, before, at one point, the police announced that they were going to extradite Subhash from Canada, but nothing happened. So, it's up to the Indians to initiate the process, and then at that point, we can put pressure or at least let it be known that we need the help of the government of Canada. If you look at the case of Jassi Sidhu, it took quite some time, but now her murderers, which included her mother and her uncle, have been successfully extradited to India to face justice.
And the last question would be, what was the scenario in the court today? What did you feel there?
Frankly, I think that most of what was raised by the defense were, in the words of the prosecutor, really just ad nauseum attempts for further delay. And if we really want justice, if we want the accused to have their day in court, let's have that day in court. Let's have a trial so that all of these things can be brought forward, as opposed to just more and more delay. My father is in his 80s. He's failing health to some degree. This has not been easy on any of us. So let's let the trial move forward so that all the facts can be brought to light. Is that good?